Okay, what we got here is a shot of our 1986 Mustang door panel. Going to be replacing the door cards. If you can tell, it's kind of coming apart at the seams. Right here, I can get my hand up underneath. And if I lift it up, flip it, backside, you can see how it got all wet and it's warped. Just doesn't sit flat. You can imagine how it looked in the car. I probably should have did a before shot, but I was unsure that I was going to do a video on this. First step, I'm going to remove this weather strip here. There are ways of doing this. I'm doing it. I'm getting behind the staples using needle nose pliers, bending them straight, using a small screwdriver, and I'm getting behind them like so, and working them loose. The staples going through aluminum. You can use any way possible. There's 1, 2, 3 staples, and then on the back side, see. I don't know if you can see or not. They are bent over, and I have the one here I have loose. I have it released. But basically, I'm going to go, it's a long, tedious way. I'm going to bend them straight, pull them each out. I got 3 to go. Or is it 4? Oh. Mind the junk. I'm going to release this. I have a brand new one. Rubber, or well, cat whisker felt, whatever you want to call it. It's the inside weather strip. So yeah, what I've been doing, I got a little chisel that I get behind it with, tap it with a hammer, get it straight, and straighten it up with the needle nose pliers. Then I'll get behind it with a screwdriver and work it loose till it releases. And then I'm hoping later to, you know, get an electric stapler or to shoot new staples right back through. Try to hit the same holes, maybe not. We'll see when we get there. But as you see, I have it started. I'm going to play around, get it loose, and then I will continue from there. Another shot of what I'm trying to do here. You can see the one staple's bent up. I got half of it bent straight. I will get behind that, get the other side straight, and then get behind it, work it out like so. I'm going to get behind it with the screwdriver. Once I get it loose, I'll get in here and I'll work it out. But let me get there. Okay, so demonstration. Once you get the back of the staple straightened out, you should be able to get behind it with a screwdriver and lightly twist. See, it's releasing. It just popped loose. I'm going to move on, get the rest of them, and then we will get this whole weather strip off. Okay, so these staples here appear to be coming out pretty easy, so I'm getting underneath them with a little screwdriver. They're literally, I don't even know how long they are. They can't be a 1/4 inch long because they'll poke through the cardstock. Alright, so there's that. That's already come loose. That's the bottom part of the carpeted part of the door panel. We're replacing that, so we can just go ahead and see that's popping off because it's all rotten. There's a couple over here. Again, I want to save this white vinyl, so we're being real careful using hand tools. Probably the only thing resembling a power tool I use on this project is my electric staple gun, and that has yet to be seen. I have to be able to find the correct size staples for it, and if I can't do that, maybe using a hand stapler. But yeah, see, this stuff here is rotten. It's just breaking off. So flip this thing over. I do still have to take the power light switch out, or power window switch out right there. Other than that, I believe this thing's ready to come apart. Okay, we're looking at our power window switch here. There is a screw that comes out. That's already gone. Then the whole thing lifts out like so. You can see two little tabs. When this is like for quick change. You know, you take the one screw out, pop switch out, unhook the clips in the back, stick it back in, if it was on the car. So, pop it in real quick, easy if you work at a dealership back in the 80s. Alright, so power window switch is out, set aside. There is a metal bracket. We're going to have to flip over and get the bolts on the back. Notice I have some foam. 2 foam squares I'm laying this on just to try and save the vinyl. There are the screws, or the nuts and the studs that basically bolt this. It looks like a 2-piece. Bolts this to the door panel. We're going to get that out of there. Okay, so it appears that there's staples along here. You can see them on the back. So what I've found is I can pull this up. This will come off relatively easy. But we want to save that white vinyl part. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this and we'll see what we got with the vinyl. Okay, so we have this bottom carpet off. Now mine was stapled all along the top. Now I don't know. Maybe this was replaced before. I don't know. There's another YouTube video out there where the guy's doing gray panels. And he had to go through with a knife and cut the stitching on his to get this to separate. But mine was stapled. And it's off. So that's that. One thing I do see is there's a speaker hole cut here. Possibly factory, I would think. But my car does not have door speakers. So it was covered up. But again, like I said, that was stapled along the top. So I'm going to go back, make sure there's no more staples left. And then I'm going to go after getting the white vinyl off. Because we have a new piece of this that's going on the bottom. And I opted for... Whoop, spark plug's falling out of the sky. I opted for not having a mat pocket. So my new piece of carpet will be missing these holes for the mat pocket. Okay, all so right. What I'm finding is these little upholstery tacks. They're all along this surface. So I'm finding them one by one, pulling them out with needle nose pliers. Now, this car is an 86 Mustang GT convertible. I don't know. Like I said, there's another video out there where the guy, this top part and bottom part were together, and he cut it off with a razor knife because it was stitched together. So I don't know why this one is stapled in 2 separate pieces, other than maybe there was a repair in the past. Who knows? But that's what I'm finding with this one. So I'm going by one, pulling the staples. Alright, so this is how this is going. Working along with my fingers under it. It is like contact cemented together, so I'm slowly releasing it as we go. And stopping its staples. Thing about this is to not get really rammy and rip and tear, because we want to reuse this piece of white vinyl. I don't know if you can see that there. There is one staple left with that red around it. So, gonna get on that. Stand by. See if I can do this and film at the same time. Here we go. Getting there. There she is. See little upholstery staples. I would think factory, but who knows? Like I said, the other guy's car was stitched together or something. Or maybe it was just the way he took it apart. I don't know. I suggest watching his video too. It is out there on YouTube. I forget the guy's name, but it is a gray door panel on a hatchback. Similar to this, just gray. Alright, here we go. Here's what I'm doing here. I'm going to peel this up. I'm going to go down along here and just push down very carefully. You can feel the foam starting to separate. Again, very carefully. You don't want to ruin it. Where you got to get a new piece of foam. We want to reuse this whole part. So you can see. It's getting there, right? It's old contact cement from 1986, however many years that is. Was it 34 years? Carefully work it. And then one thing, I believe Ford only sprayed that top inside edge with contact cement, the bottom side here, where that weather strip staples through. So we're getting there, right? See that? Like I said before, the only reason why I don't use power tools for this stuff is because it's interior work. I don't want to rip anything. I don't want to slip and cut anything. These door panels are available, but I believe it's like $600 for a pair, so you're talking $300 a piece. I'm just trying to make a repair, an affordable repair here. We'll go over what I got in parts later. I believe we're separated. That's it. Alright. There's our separated door vinyl and foam. That's what it looks like. Set that aside. And we got to separate the cardstock from the old piece of aluminum. Ah, look. It's where they punched the holes through for the door switch, still there to. Okay. So at this point, this is what we have. Right there's the old vinyl leaning up against the new cardstock on the bench. This is a piece of sheet aluminum. That's why I'm thinking my electric stapler, when we get to that point, should be able to punch staples through this. Now we got to get the cardstock off, and as you see where my thumb is, just. And again, we'll just get our hands under here and start pulling. Similar to, alright, there's the aluminum and the cardstock separated.